Former Cabinet Secretary for Public Service Moses Kuria has stepped forward to openly criticize the impeachment of former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, describing the move both unultimate and unnecessary. Kuria made these remarks during a morning television interview on Tuesday, February 17, 2026, reigniting the debate around one of the most dramatic political events in Kenya's history.
Na ngirwa muno na mbuke iki muno na maki ndirikana ta hindi otondo ndabangite wonde tiyo ndashireti oguo nijira ine uwo gikinyagirigiri ndahurira mbuke iki ya Rift Valley ngihurira mubugo beti maina kuria munanga ngeheria kumaigwithia andu ahari no wonekete umwe tari kaundu kega mureka noti wega ti gutiagirire sure tondu ariri mici ni ndogo ona kuona gatakwina thayo muigire kuri mathi na makuo matiraga na ngoteta ne to merura nego na ngona tai ona hitokoro kohoro ko gatuka unikare kiro gathige ki atiri kandi gathirete tokori ngona ndo maga hotire gwikatia ucoka idambe jitane ke kanene muno ugo no tuge impeachment for me it was not necessary na diali timely na ni tondu Lidia kwira mundu ne provoka gone maundu baiki utangamba witikie we mwenye ugenie ona waje kona na ni ukona uhuru ni akirireiria eto mucogothire muthuri ucio ndiga tukona president Uhuru wa Kenyatta twamuharaga maithoi andu matera mirenja gwake twatera maja gwake akire twamucogothai akirai and I think for me turagu kifake nage tomutaki gugwe tondu ona twamucogotha ndeka atia
awo guo ithuothe he undu kinyando angi mangitire gwika turi tungi makaigua thoni ta ona indiria Rigathi wa Gachagua ari wabici-ini ri he maundu mangi ndonaga nginya munene arageria gwika no akona tondu Rigathi ahu ageka atia akahura ribandi he andu ateithagiriria we wa mwego ciro ta wa muru he andu Rigathi wa Gachagua ateithagiriria gukorwo wabici ni umwe ni personally ni turi differences citu no ni misaga Rigathi wabici toro he andu buriki yathiaga agitagira na he andu twathiaga ai tutaru twathi cabinet uguo ri tukagera wabici wake tigaru cabinet committee tugetana ni Harris taworo wakahwa ni tukunyaga twathi haria tugacora muguthie ino ni to euro twacoraga we andu twacoraga uguo ru buriki ni yathirire na tutigire ikariu hindo twakirika twena gasi riu ni una reme gwanduka una undu mangicenjia ikana undu mangicenjia honestly speaking aya dikana undu gugituka ni kuratwitwo ate waga kuhingio ni undu wa mundu gwitwo mutahi wa kagwe sorry muthuri murata wakwa muru wa nyawira dikana he undu ngicenjia tondu mutahi hau
Deputy President
our bargaining power hinyawi.
Kuria did not mince words when reflecting on the impeachment process that removed Gachagua from office in October 2024. He stated clearly that he was personally opposed to the motion from the very beginning. Rather than supporting the move against his fellow Mount Kenya politician, Kuria stood active step to prevent it. He reached out to members of parliament, engaging leaders from both the Mount Kenya and Rift Valley regions, urging them to consider dropping the motion. His argument was straightforward. The country needed to manage the political fallout between President Ruto and his then Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua through dialogue, not through a constitutional process that would cause lasting damage. Kuria further went to point out that President Ruto acted with impatience towards Gachagua. According to Kuria, the situation between the two leaders would have been managed differently, and the decision to pursue impeachment was made too quickly. He described it as a move that worsened what could have been a containable political disagreement between two allies who had risen to power together in 2022 general election. A key trigger for the fallout according to Kuria, was a press conference that Gachagua held in Mombasa during the Gen Z protests that rocked Kenya in mid-2024. That press conference ran parallel to a national address by President Ruto, a move that the president found deeply disrespectful. The Mombasa incident reportedly marked a serious turning point in the relationship between the two leaders, accelerating the political rift that eventually led to the impeachment process of Gachagua. The impeachment itself unfolded rapidly in October 2024. The National Assembly debated and voted on the motion on Tuesday, October 8, 2024, with Gachagua himself appearing before Parliament during the process. The Senate then took up the matter, and on Thursday, October 17, 2024, the senators casted their vote on the charges without or brought against the former deputy president. On the first charge, gross violation of the Constitution, 54 senators voted in favor of impeachment while 13 voted against. The second charge, which accused Gachagua of undermining the president and cabinet and interfering with effective discharge of government executive mandate, did not achieve the same level of support. Only 28 senators backed that charge while 39 voted against it. The first charge alone was sufficient to seal Gashagua's removal from office. Kuria's interview on February 17, 2026 also touched on the deepened political consequences of Gashagua's removal. He expresses that the impeachment significantly reduced the strength and influence of the Mount Kenya region within the national government. He noted that Gachagua consistently championed the interests of the region during his time as deputy president. Gachagua engaged with other leaders on governance matters and pushed for development initiatives affecting the region, including reforms in coffee sector, which hold major economic significance for Mount Kenya communities. Kuria also acknowledged that Gashagua's presence in the deputy president's office served as a check on certain decisions. He indicated that there was action the president might have taken that were moderated by Gashagua's position and advocacy for his region. With Gashagua's removal, the balance shifted, and Kuria openly stated that he misses those days when Gachagua occupied the second highest office in the land. The political landscape Kuria was speaking into is one of the active repositioning ahead of the 2027 general election. Various factions are forming new alliances, and the position of deputy president has become a subject of intense negotiation.